So I remember when I was in high school. I don't know if he's a partner, or, you know what I'm saying, a friend, a dude I knew. He had the audacity to say that I wasn't being loyal to our little crew. Every time some shit went down, I was nowhere to be seen. And that was just because I had the good common sense to not hang out with a bunch of hard ankles all goddamn day. I was like, listen, it's a Friday, Saturday night. I could, A, hang out with you bunch of roughnecks and drink or do something that we're far too young to do. Or, I don't know, let me see. B, go to where the women is at. Such a hard decision. Let me think. I'ma go where the ladies at. Peace. Well, they didn't take too kindly to this. And so he decided, he took it upon himself, and he came over there with some backup. He decided that he was going to fight me. He was going to call me out and fight me one-on-one to determine my loyalty to the crew. Boy, stop. Listen, that's what I wanted. Come on, baby. The first round or two, you know what I'm saying, I let him feel himself. I let him, you know what I'm saying, feel like he came over, that it was, that he was doing all right. And it frustrated him. I almost felt like I was playing with my little brother because it frustrated him that he couldn't take me. Grappling didn't work. He didn't want to punch. He damn sure didn't want to kick. You know what I'm saying? He had no offense against me whatsoever. I countered everything he wanted to do. And I wasn't even in offensive mode. But after a while, he felt like he got a second win, and then he tried to bull rush me. Oh, this what we doing? Okay. I wore his monk ass out. Yeah. Get these hands. These paws. So I wore him out, and I looked at my partner, you know what I'm saying, his buddy that came with him, but it's my friend, dude I knew. I looked at him and I was like, we good? And I'll never forget it. He gave me this look. He took his glasses off and gave me this look and gave me this little smirk, gave me this little smile, this little half smile and I knew everything in his body language, that smirk, that half smile said, oh shit, here we go. Hello, Governor. This is Rakai Steed, Noop from the Ville. Season 5, Episode 4 of Doctor Who, Time of the Angels. Now, you already know, you can hear it from the title. Is it them same angels that I'm thinking about? Are they weeping? Because we know how we dealt with that in the episode Blink. And if you've not seen my deep dive, Don't Blink, go check it out. Anyway, at the beginning of the episode, we see the doctor being the doctor. He's in a museum and he finds a particular box. The box is like a spaceship's black box. It's a recorder of what happened, what made the ship crash or whatever. The box has some writing on it that is Gallifreyan. So he reads it and it gives him coordinates of where to be and when to be there. We are greeted to the ever lovely Alex Kingston playing the wonderful Dr. River Song. And she's going all Ocean's 11 on this spaceship. And at the end, she blows an airlock or something like that and whisks herself out to space just for the doctor to pick her up and take her with him. So the ship crashes and the doctor and River and Amy follow it. Now, the Amy is taken by River Song because River Song gets on the TARDIS and she has this back and forth. She's talking to the doctor and the doctor recognizes her, but he doesn't recognize her, but he does. And she is barking orders like she's the doctor. Like, I swear, every time that River Song gets on the screen, she takes over, and it is fantastic. And she's telling the doctor what to do, and Amy's like, ooh, I like her. Like, she's saying all the stuff. Like, look at the way he's, like, his nose is wide open. You could drive a truck up his nose. Like, who is she to him? You know, if you watch their body language, you watch everything, it becomes more apparent. Like from where we saw her last season and we're seeing like, is she? It's hard to tell because she knows him through time. And the way she's dealt with David Tennant and Matt Smith is like, okay. So I have a theory, but she comes off a lot like a wife. And they have this kind of married couple thing, but it's weird because, you know, with the doctor being out of time and being able to regenerate, it's like, if she's married to the doctor, it ain't these two. So, I don't know. Anyway, they go to this planet and she tells the doctor what is in the cargo of this ship that is so important. An angel. Now I know what you think. You might be like, oh, you know, they captured an angel. No, we're talking the stone angel variety. Yes, like from Don't Blink, from The Blink with Sally Sparrow, and yes, that angel. Oh shit. Then all of a sudden we have these like little mini tornadoes, and there's some Marines that teleport down to the planet, and they know River Song, and one of them says that he's the bishop and he's the one giving orders, but they're military but also church. They seem like the same people that we saw in the episode in season 14, that episode Boom. Maybe they are. Maybe there's something different. Anyway, the doctor and a squad of these dudes go into this super old building, monastery or something. All the people are evacuated and they're looking for the ship that crashed there and the angel that's in the bottom of the ship. They have put cameras on the ship to keep track of the angel at all times. The problem is they get this book and they're reading through the book, and it says that anything that takes the image of an angel becomes the angel. So now not only are the cameras viewing the angel where you can see it on the screen, but the angel's in the screen. The angel switches to like a digital form. And Amy looked at the angel right in the eyes, and now the angel is in Amy. It's wild. Once they get down the cave, they figure out that the angels, let me take that back. They figure out that the angel that was captured is strong. It's got power. And they're very different than the ones that we saw in the previous episodes, previous seasons. And that was back in season 3. These angels are the full-on, the real deal. And if these angels touch you, then they may kill you. However that looks, because we never saw, they got to killing folks, but we never saw it on screen what that looked like. The entire cave was filled of all these old, beat up statues. Looked like people, it looked like a civilization, like a city was underneath there. But we come to find out that all those statues are actually angels. And they were kind of decomposing because they didn't have what they needed. It was basically for somebody to look at them. So they're trying to draw strength. And we get to the end of the episode and we get to a kind of a cliffhanger where the doctor, Amy, River, and all of the bishop and some of his soldiers are trapped like on this ledge, and they're pretty much surrounded by all the angels. That story I told at the beginning is one of the just many instances, and I felt probably one of the more tame ones that I could tell you about a oh shit moment that I had. We've all had oh shit moments. But what is that based in? Is that based in fear, anxiety, love, humor? Like, you can look at almost any aspect of your life and say that you had an oh shit moment. It doesn't always come from fear. The threat of the angels in this episode, and you're talking about the last episode, Blink, from season 3, there were 4 angels, and they were extremely formidable and almost got them people. But here we have pretty much an army of angels, and they are a problem. What oh shit moments have you had in your life? And I know, even if this is not something you normally do, I want you to go to the comments and tell me about your oh shit moment. And if you've not seen the reaction to this episode, go into the comments and to the description and watch the reaction between Centel and myself. I remember in high school, I had this girl that I met, and I was thinking, you know what I'm saying, like she was fine as frog hair. Listen, she looked good. And I was like, yeah, she gonna be the one. And I know this is probably gonna sound vain and very shallow, and I was a teenager, so my bad. But then I saw her mother. And when I saw the interaction between her and her mother and what her mom looked like, and I was like, okay, that's gonna be her in like 20 years. First thing that came to my head literally was, oh shit. See, that's the thing, your oh shit moment doesn't have to be one specific kind. It can be all kinds of different ones. You know, like, oh, or, oh, shit. You know, it can sound different because it means something different. The hardest thing for anyone is change, and change is inevitable. Usually you have one of these type of moments when something is about to change in your life, and that can be for the good or for the bad. Only way you can counteract it is to keep pressing forward, and remember to keep your eyes on the prize, keep your head focused. One of my favorite sayings a coach used to say is, keep the main thing the main thing. And you will drastically cut down on your oh shit moments. This is Rakai Steed, Noop from the Ville. Please like, comment, tell me about your oh sugar honey iced tea moments. That's what my mom likes to say. And share this as much as possible. I'm still on the quest for 1,000. We just hit 900. I'm on the quest for 1,000 subscribers. So please share this, subscribe if you haven't already. And while we're on this quest, I need the viewing hours too. So put this video on, put some other videos on the background. Go wash the dishes, go, clean your house, vacuum, do laundry or something. But put some of these videos on the background. I might say something that you like or you find mildly entertaining. I may not. But any way it goes, I thank you and I appreciate you. Whatever you do, you gotta use this, but even more importantly, you gotta use this right here.